This is an L sample answer. Keep practicing to build confidence. To try a mock test with these questions, watch our mock test video. The link to the PDF document is in the first comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any videos. Let's start off by talking about the area you live in. What are some changes in the area you live in recently?
Recently, my area has seen new cafes and shops open, and a park was renovated with better facilities. The changes have made the neighborhood more vibrant and appealing to both residents and visitors.
Do you know any of your neighbors?
Yes, I know a few of my neighbors. We usually greet each other, and sometimes we chat briefly. It's nice to have a sense of community, even if it's just casual interactions.
Do you like the area you live in?
Yes, I really like it. The area is quiet with plenty of green spaces, but it's still close to the city center. It feels safe, and there are always interesting events happening nearby.
Do you know any famous people in your area?
Not personally, but I've heard that a famous writer lives nearby. The area's creative atmosphere attracts many artists and professionals, which adds to its character and charm.
Where do you like to go in that area?
I enjoy visiting the local park. It's a peaceful place where I can relax, read, or go for a walk. Sometimes I also visit the small cafes nearby for coffee with friends.
That's the end of part 1. Now we are going to move to part 2. In this part, you will have 1 minute to prepare and then speak up to 2 minutes. Describe something you had to share with others. You should say what it was, who you shared it with, why you had to share it with others, and explain how you felt about it.
I'd like to talk about an apartment I shared with two of my university friends during my final year. It was a small but cozy two-bedroom flat located near our campus. We decided to rent it together because it was affordable and convenient for all of us. Although the space was limited, it suited our needs perfectly at the time. I shared the flat with my two closest friends, Sarah and Emma. We had known each other since the beginning of our course and had built a strong friendship over the years. Living together seemed like a natural step, as we were already spending a lot of time together. Sharing the apartment not only reduced our expenses, but also allowed us to support each other during a busy and stressful year. The main reason for sharing the flat was financial. Renting a place on my own would have been far too expensive, and splitting the costs made it manageable. Additionally, we wanted to stay close to the university to save time on commuting. Sharing responsibilities like cooking, cleaning, and grocery shopping also made life easier and created a sense of teamwork. I felt a mix of emotions about the experience. On one hand, it was enjoyable to live with close friends, as we often shared meals, helped each other with assignments, and had plenty of laughs. On the other hand, there were occasional disagreements about things, like tidiness or noise levels. Overall, it was a rewarding experience that taught me the value of compromise and communication.
That's the end of part 2. Now we are going to move on to part 3. We'll continue discussing the topic of sharing. Why do you think sharing is important in society?
Sharing fosters trust and builds stronger communities. For instance, sharing food during festivals or community events not only brings people together, but also promotes a sense of belonging. Additionally, sharing resources like tools or books reduces waste and helps save money. Ultimately, sharing strengthens social bonds and makes society more connected.
How can parents teach their children to share?
Parents can teach sharing by being role models and showing generosity, like offering snacks to others. Encouraging group activities, such as playing with shared toys, also helps. For instance, asking siblings to take turns using a tablet can instill fairness. Praising acts of sharing motivates children to practice it regularly.
Do you think people are less willing to share now than in the past?
Yes, many people are less willing to share due to rising individualism and materialism. For instance, fewer people today borrow books from neighbors, preferring to buy their own. However, initiatives like car sharing apps show that technology is creating new ways to share, even if the mindset has changed.
What are some challenges people face when sharing resources or spaces?
People often have disagreements about what is fair or who should take responsibility. For example, people living together might argue about chores like cleaning or sharing expenses. Differences in culture or poor communication can make things worse. To solve these problems, it's important to set clear rules and show respect for each other.
How can technology help or hinder the practice of sharing?
Technology makes sharing easier through apps and platforms. For example, carpool apps can make sharing transport easy and affordable. However, it can also discourage sharing because people often rely more on personal devices and services, which can make them focus more on themselves than on community solutions.
That's the end of the speaking test. Good job.